Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the United Regional Chamber of Commerce's weekly update. We try to bring you some interesting guests, uh, expose you to some of the services and resources that are around our community. And today I'm joined by two fabulous ladies from Amego. Amego is one of the resources in town that I'm going to let the ladies explain to you all, if you haven't heard of Amego, and I'll be surprised if you haven't. All about Amego and some of the new programs that they have coming out. So, Vice President of Adult Daycare, Dawn Kafel-Forge, and Vice President of Marketing and Development, Kate Bray. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you.
Well, let's start out first off. Dawn, tell us a little bit about Amego.
So Amego is a human service agency that works with adults that have autism and similar disabilities. I work in our adult day service division, which supports adults in two different ways. We have an adult day habilitation program, and we also have a CBDS program, which is a community-based day support. We have adults anywhere from the ages of 22 to folks that are, approaching, getting elderly and requiring a different kind of care. If our folks are in our day habilitation program, that's our larger program. We have 108 members in that currently. A big part of the services they receive will be therapeutic. They'll have occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, if there's a need for that. We also do small group programming, social skills. There's different service needs area that we focused on. It's a Mass Health funded program. And a really big part of a push that we're really trying to work for is for our members to have some really great connections in the community where they attend program. So some of the things that we do is we will partner with a lot of other agencies that do some outreach in the community. We'll work with Meals on Wheels. We have a connection with the Hebron Food Pantry, which has been fantastic. We'll do like Habitat for Humanity, and we're always looking for new opportunities. We have a big presence in the community garden downtown, and agencies have reached out to us in the past for if there's ever a day they need us to do something. We deliver for the Council on Aging, for example. That's new for us. We deliver their newsletter. So we're always happy to get our folks out, making those connections as part of our day habilitation program. Our CPS program is a little bit different. That's going to be for some of our folks that are building up their time on task for job skills activities. We do a lot of job skill training with those members. And we will also have a component of that community volunteer work as well as paid jobs. So that's the ultimate goal for a lot of our folks, is to get out in the community, to have and then be a part of the workforce. That's really where we're trying to get our folks to go. So there's a process to that. We do a lot of assessments. We're an ABA, an applied behavior analysis based agency. So we'll use those methods to really break down tasks to work with our folks so that they can be successful in the different skills that we're working on. We do have some folks that have paid employment. We've got some gentlemen that work at Walgreens downtown. We've done Stop and Shop. We do some recycling centers. And then a really big part of what we do for community is also some of those volunteer locations I mentioned for Day Hab. We'll also do things like St. Vincent's. We go to a horse farm. We have a lot of folks that really do great working with animals, Habitat for Humanity. And we partner with the Interfaith Collaborative and do Summer Kids Cafe every year, which is such a wonderful, wonderful program that they have. We've done it for years. And it's everyone's favorite. So those are some of the things that we've done. And we're always looking to expand and get our folks out there doing more.
All right, we'll come back to the adult daycare in a sec. Kate, tell us about Amego and the different locations that they have, because I know that we opened up, we helped you with a ribbon cutting for a brand new facility. Well, it's not so brand new anymore, but tell us a little bit more about Amego and their locations.
Sure. So Amego, we just celebrated our 50th anniversary this September. So Amego's been a part of this community for over 50 years. And we're really committed to serving individuals with autism and other disabilities and their families in their community. So we have different services that we provide. We provide services for children, young children, through early intervention. We have a clinic, a center-based clinic that children can receive ABA services through. We have Amego School, which is in Franklin, which is a private autism school. And then we also have group homes. We have 93 group homes throughout the Commonwealth that support the individual we serve in a living environment in the communities.
And the base or the headquarters is located there on Perry Ave in Attleboro.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Dawn, give us an idea of the skills that the individuals that you have that are looking for some job opportunities from internships. Tell us what you have to offer.
We have a variety. We have 58 members in that Attleboro CBDS program. So the skills are going to vary. We do a lot of in-house training. So a lot of things that we'll do some prep work on site. We have a culinary kitchen that we have on site. So we have some folks that are excellent at dishwashers. We have some folks that are really great at being like a sous chef, doing that prep work. We have folks that will also do the laundry part of that. So that comes into play for laundry services. Different tasks that we do with our folks, we're able to use our systems to break things down so that there's that routine element for our program members so that they can repeat and be successful at these tasks. So I wouldn't want to place a limit on what our folks what our folks can or can't do. I think that, if there's an interest there and the training is in place, then our folks can really be successful anywhere. One of the things with some of our program members is that they do have unique needs. So there could be somebody that they may not work a Monday through Friday, 8-hour day, but maybe they're able to work a couple of days a week, or maybe we have somebody that works, 3 hours or a 3-hour chunk of a day. Not a ton of our folks would be able to work a 6 or 8-hour day, would work up to that. But we've been very successful in the past partnering with work opportunities where maybe it's an 8-hour shift, but we split it in half. So maybe we have somebody that does the first 4 hours and then another program member comes in for those last 4 hours. So we would really love to partner with folks and see what the need is for the work site and then come up with a plan so that we can fill that need for the workforce. Our program members are also going to have job coaches. So our program members have job coaches that will accompany them to these work sites. They'll learn about the on-the-skills training that needs to be done. We'll do some of it at Amego. We'll do some of it on site. So really, once we know what the job task is, we'll be able to develop a strategy to train those program members to be successful in that workplace.
So if you're going to place one of your clients into a different business, tell us the procedure, how they would go about first contacting you. Is there an interview process that you do with the company and then the company does with one of your enrollees?
So we've done it a couple different ways. If we will do a lot of assessments, a lot of our program members, we want their feedback. We want, just like we want to be at jobs that we enjoy doing, we want the same for our program members. So we kind of know, in the interests of some of our program members, if I wouldn't place somebody in an environment that's super noisy, super loud, super busy. If that's something that would be challenging for them, we would kind of pick and choose the right environment for those folks. What we do now is we'll typically know the different skills and the interest levels. We may go out, introduce ourselves at a community location, or we'll apply via their system if it's an old paper portion or online. We'll do that. But I think it's really important for folks to have that connection with us as the managers of the program so that we can really express the skills that our folks can bring it to the table. So we would be happy to use that Amego's main number, which is the 508-455-6200, and inquire to me. If we want to share my email at some point, we can do that as well. There you go. Perfect. Those are great contacts to reach out to me if somebody thinks that there is an opportunity that would be beneficial for both Amego and the community location. I think for us, just getting our name out there a little bit more, letting folks know that we've got some workforce ready to go. And our guys are excited and they really want to be out there. They want to make money like everybody else. They want to have a job that is important and knowing that they're contributing. So I think that we can really fit the needs of so many. The workforce is challenging for all locations. There's been a dip. So I think that, we can fulfill that need. We might have to be a little creative and make it successful. But I do think that it would be a great opportunity.
I do have to rave and give you a shout out for your culinary program, because the Chamber usually holds an Alive After 5 at your location in Attleboro. And the folks there prepare some phenomenal food.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody really raves about it by the end of the evening.
Yeah.
So tell us, how can the Chamber help support you, and how can our Chamber members help you?
I think just making sure that word of mouth is out there, that I think some folks may not know pandemic wise, where are we? Are we ready to get out and be doing more of this? We have a lot of volunteer locations, and that is wonderful, and would love to expand that as well. I think our biggest need right now is that paid employment piece. If anyone does have an opportunity for us to volunteer, absolutely, I would love to learn more about volunteer opportunities, what we can do for that, because that's always a step for some of our folks to get ready for employment, is to be doing some of those volunteer activities. So I'd love to hear more about that. But our real need right now is getting our folks in the workforce. So I think it would be wonderful if folks who think that we could work together and see if some of our folks are a good fit. We have case coordinators and a program coordinator and job coaches. So several layers of staff that are able to support. We do check-ins. So our gentlemen that currently work at some of our community locations, we do some supervision tools, just like we do with our staff members. So we review it with our program members. We will go talk to their supervisor. We'll talk about what do they need some work on. So we do that monthly, and we just check in. We want to make sure that that those jobs relationships are really beneficial to both, and just making sure that there's that open line of communication so that we can continue to have our folks be successful.
And Kate, let me ask you, how can the general public help support Amego?
That's a great question. I think learning about the services that we provide and the individuals that we work with every day, and support our staff. You're going to see the individuals we work with out in this community. They live in this community, they shop in this community, they work in this community, and I think being supportive of them, just being members of this community, is really helpful and encouraging for both the staff and also the individuals we work with.
You know, I've had the opportunity to work with Amego for a few years now that I've been at the Chamber, and I really have to say, the team that you have over there are some of the most caring and understanding individuals. It takes somebody special to have your job, and that of the team that you have over there. So, ladies, any last thoughts before we close out the session?
No, I thank you so much for this opportunity and this time to talk about Amego. If anyone's interested in other services that we offer separate from the day program, they can reach out to me directly, and I'd be happy to talk about our other services for children and adolescents. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, maybe we'll have to bring you back and we'll talk about that program.
Yeah, I would just say that thank you for the platform for us to talk a little bit about what our folks have to offer. And just like we discussed a little bit earlier, if there's folks that are kind of just not sure if we would fit the need of some of those volunteer or work locations, reach out to me, call me, email me. We can set up a time. We can come to the work site. We can talk about it and see if it's a good fit. So doesn't hurt to reach out and ask the questions, for sure.
And folks, if you missed any of their phone numbers or emails, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at the Chamber. We'll put you directly in touch with this fabulous organization. Folks, thank you very much for joining us this week. Big shout out to Dave Angel, our producer, and AACS team. They put up with me every week. And we hope to have another interesting guest for you next week. I haven't got a confirmation yet, but keep an eye on our social media, and ours as well as AACS, WARA, and we'll tell you who's coming up next. So, folks, thanks for joining us, and please stay safe.